Wagwan, Wagwan. Southampton won, Manchester United won. This is Jamaican Reviews, and we will be going through the talking points of the game. So first and foremost, let me go ahead by saying, good game overall. Hard fought by Southampton. Same for Manchester United. The game itself had scrappy moments, but the 1-1 draw is a fair reflection of what the game really was like. I say that because in moments, Southampton, in the very first few minutes of the game, Southampton were dominant. Then Manchester United took over the game. Southampton got the goal a little bit later in the first half and then decided to, defend the 1-0 lead at halftime. So at that point, I believe that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer could have made an earlier change in the start of the second half to kind of match what Southampton were doing with the fact that they decided to go through at the back and defend the 1-goal lead. We got the early goal in the second half, yes, but I do not believe that we made the changes early enough to attack Southampton and kill the game off. The lineup, I wasn't happy with. I believe that the manager is still somewhat picking half of his team. We are not starting the best players in their best positions. There is no reason why Jadon Sancho couldn't have started. And there is equally no reason if Varane is fit why he can't play. He's your best defender. He's even better than Maguire. So you have your two best players, or not your two best players, but your two new signings sitting on the bench. And that gives you more work to do because obviously their quality would have influenced the game. So Southampton decided to play us aggressively from the start. But when they started to sit back, there's no reason why we needed to have two central defensive midfielders in the game for almost 70 minutes or for over 70 minutes. At that point, Fred should have been taken off right there because Fred was having a bad game from the start of the game. Pull Pogba inside, put Pogba beside Bruno Fernandes, put Sancho on. We waited way too long to do that substitution. When we did put Sancho on, we took Martial off. Martial wasn't having an excellent game, but it would still make more sense to have the attacking options on the field instead of taking your attacker off and keeping the two CDMs on and then having to replace Fred with McTominay. We didn't even need McTominay. Bring Pogba in the middle of the field, put on another attacker and try to attack the game from that point. But I guess I see it differently. Well played to Southampton. They decided they wanted at least a point. They decided to shut up shop. And at that time, I was saying, shutting up at 1-0 at halftime is a bad idea, but they got their first point of the season. So well played to Southampton and their manager. I believe that Manchester United had the game to win and, were not aggressive enough in the tactical aspect and the game management aspect for us to be able to win that game. But second game of the season, Paul Pogba, 5 assists in 2 games. He had a decent game today. Mason Greenwood, 2 goals in 2 games. He had a decent game also today. David De Gea, I think, had a fairly good game also. But outside of that, Maguire, Lindelof, they had their moments. Wan-Bissaka really needs to improve on the ball and going forward. Luke Shaw was okay. It was fairly, a decent game from Luke Shaw. And the rest of the team, it was average. Matic, held his own in the game. He had a stable game, steady performance. Bruno Fernandes, too much crying, too much arguing, Focus on the game, Bruno. Focus on the game. And Martial, as I said before, Martial is slowly getting back into it. He's been out since March with an injury. So it's been a long time. He needs some sharpness, which he hasn't gotten right now. So hopefully we'll get that soon and we'll see the best of Anthony Martial. But Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I believe that this game could have been won. The responsibility for the lackluster performance has to sit with the manager because he had every opportunity to make the changes when he needed to. And he also had every opportunity to start the right team. We're just fans, we're looking on, but there are some things that seem obvious, and I think the manager needs to do a little bit better on that. But 1-1, second game of the season, 4 points on the board. Unbeaten run away from home continues. Good start, Manchester United. We're looking forward to next week. And remember, this is Jamaican Reviews on Jamaican Red. And my name is Carey. Please subscribe. Press that like button. Leave a comment. See you the next one.